Well, the money is going to unlock more potential for us to invest ahead. You know, the restaurant industry has been going through a massive transformation for the past decade, and we tend to put capital to work to innovate on behalf of the industry. In many ways, we feel like we're an extension of R&D for the restaurant industry. So we're going to put that capital to work and continue to innovate with new products and allow that restaurant community to thrive.
Yeah. I mean, initially, when we saw the pandemic set in here in the U.S., the restaurant industry was hit very, very hard. Toast certainly was initially, too, and then you were able to surge back. We've seen more restaurants adopt your technology as well, and now the growth numbers are very strong. I think revenue for the first half of this year more than doubled. That said, your loss also widened. So just in terms of that breakneck pace of growth, can you sustain it? And what does the path to profitability off of that look like?
Sure. So we believe we're in the early stages of transformation for the industry. And today it's an extremely large total addressable market, 860,000 restaurant locations in the U.S. alone. We're only in approximately 50,000 locations. So we're investing ahead to drive that innovation, drive that transformation. So you're going to see us continue to have this growth mindset and make sure that we're in all markets across the U.S., boots on the ground, building relationships with restaurants, driving our product information, our product transformation, but then allowing customers to be super happy once they subscribe to our platform.
Chris, it's Kate. Thanks for being here and congrats on the IPO today.
Hey, Kate. Good to see you.
Good to see you, too. So the technology itself connects front and back of house as well as delivery platforms. When you go in and work with restaurants that want to partner up with Toast, where do you see the biggest disconnect in operations?
Well, it's across the board. Listen, if you're running a restaurant today, you've got three things that are top of mind. Number one, how do you drive more revenue in the door? And it's all about increasing same-store sales. Number two, you're trying to streamline operations. Restaurants are amazingly complex, and we help restaurants streamline their operations. And then number three, you're trying to help them delight their guests, whether off-premise or on-premise when they have a dine-in experience. So we help restaurants look at those three different dimensions, and we empower the entire restaurant community with this simple, unified operating system that connects the guest to the owner-operator and GM, to the wait staff, to the chef, to the supplier, and that's the beauty of our platform. We're doing much of that at a scalable level, helping restaurants across the U.S. be better and drive better profit margins, drive lower employee turnover, and run a much better business. And if you look at Toast customers over the course of the past 2 years, we're proud to say that Toast customers are performing at or above the level that they performed in 2019.
Yeah, that's certainly great news. And as you just mentioned, the platform itself is very interconnected throughout the restaurant. I'm curious if you could talk a bit about the spread of the Delta variant over the last few months, how that's impacted your revenues, and any changing consumer preferences that you might have noted in operations.
Yeah, great question. When we look at the Delta variant and COVID in general, we feel like the industry has been battle tested with the COVID pandemic. And the industry and Toast are amazingly resilient. So we feel like while Delta maybe dampened things, listen, this industry is in recovery, and we couldn't be more excited to lead the charge ahead as the industry recovers and restaurants start to thrive again. So we're getting there. It's been a little bit slow, but we're getting there, and we're super excited. And when you zoom out, this is an industry that's been transforming for the past decade. So we're even more excited about putting capital to work for the next 10 years and allow the industry to innovate even further.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.